Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nay. Thank you for tuning in for another one of my 31 days of Halloween. Today I'm going to show you how I got this fall inspired princess makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any of my Halloween tutorials. Alright, let's just go ahead and get into it. Using Orange Soda from ABH Soft Glam Palette, I am just going to buff that on into my crease so that way we can start our transition color on. So once I am done with that, I go ahead and pick up Burnt Orange and do the same exact thing. We are just going to start to lay out that gradient on our eyeballs. So I'm just buffing that baby on in until I get it nice and pretty and how I like it. Now going in with the ColourPop Soul palette, I am taking the shade Dynamite and I am just buffing that on into my crease with the Morphe E22 brush. I love this as a transition color. It's honestly beautiful. I do wear it by itself on most days as well. And now going in with the shade 000 from the same palette, I am just buffing that on into my crease with the same brush actually. And I am just slowly building up this color to my liking. It is a very, very beautiful color. I honestly love the eye look that I am doing. I do this most days now. I can definitely say that this has been my go-to look so far. Now, going in with the shade Unwind from the same exact palette, I am just using, a little blending brush and packing that on the outer corner, and it's very subtle, but it does make a difference, and it looks very beautiful in person. So that is what I am doing right here, just blending that all in to make it look nice and pretty. Now going in with my finger and using the shade Anthem from the same exact palette, I am just popping that onto my eyeballs because I think it looks gorgeous, and this is a very beautiful metallic foiled shadow and it looks great when you pop it on with your fingers. So now I'm just going back in with that E22 brush and blending everything all on in. Once I'm done with that, I just clean up underneath my eyes with some concealer and blending that on in with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now going in with ColourPop Up the Ante Duo, in between sneezes, we are contouring our cheekbones. And, we cannot forget about contouring our forehead as well as underneath our chin to tie the entire look together. You guys know the deal. Now I'm just taking some Airspun powder and I am just baking underneath that contour just to get, some sharper edges. I am taking the Juvia's Place Saharan 2 blush palette and mixing the colors Tau and Lena together and popping those on my cheeks as well as, the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead as well, just to tie the entire look together because we are going to go in and do some faux freckles in just a sec. So now we are just dusting that bake off to get ready to do some faux freckles. I am just using some eyebrow powder, honestly, and a little Real Techniques liner brush, and I am just making these little faux freckles on my cheeks and my nose. I'm just putting different pressure down on the brush actually with different amounts of product on my brush as well, and I go in and make our little faux freckles, and I do blend those out with my fingertips in the end as well, just to make them look a little bit more seamless as well as realistic. And now we are just curling our eyelashes because we are too lazy to put on falsies today. We're going with the more natural kind of look. Now going back in with that ColourPop Up the Ante Duo, I am taking the highlight from that palette and I am just popping that on into the inner corners of my eyeballs. Now time for lips. I am using this Hank and Henry liquid lipstick, which has been my favorite lately, in the shade Petal Pusher. I got it in my BoxyCharm and I have not put it down since I got it. It is honestly been my favorite lipstick of the season thus far. Most definitely. I've worn it every single day, and I would totally wear this look alone, but we are going to spice it up a little bit. Taking some yellow water-activated paint, excuse me, we are popping that on top of our little eyebrows. At first, I did 3 little dots, but I decided, why not? Let's do one more, so I made it 4, and yeah, I thought it looked really cool. Now, taking some orange water-activated paint, I am just drawing little lines up in between those little little dots. And now I am going in with some red water activated paint in the middle of those orange lines and doing the same exact thing. Little details make the look, you know. I really loved how that came on out. Alright, now time for the fun part. I am taking some orange water activated paint and a foundation brush and just placing that randomly all over my chest. And once I am done, I go in with some pink water activated paint and do the same exact thing right over top that orange. And then I go in with the yellow and do the same thing. There is no rhyme or reason to this. I am just placing these guys randomly, and I do the same thing with some red, but I do make those strokes a little bit smaller. I felt like that orange was getting a little washed out by those other colors, so I went back in with some orange and then right back in with some red water activated paint. I really liked how this turned out, and as that paint was drying, I went ahead and stuck a couple of maple leaves to my chest, just kind of figuring out what worked for me. You know, it took a little trial and error, but you know, I was dancing through it all, so it was all right. But yeah, this just took a little bit, kind of finding what I liked and what I didn't like. Then I decided we needed a little bit more detail, so I took some yellow water activated paint on my fingertip and just started placing random little dots randomly. And it looked really cool, I do gotta say. Clearly, you know, I was dancing my little heart away. But now I'm just sticking some flowers in my hair with some bobby pins. This honestly took a very long time. I was fussing and fighting with these guys a whole lot, but I did eventually get them how I liked them, so here I am just placing those guys, you know, wherever. But yeah, that is the final look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. Please give it a big fat thumbs up if you did. Subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any of my videos. I'm really loving this series. I really hope you guys are too. Peace and love to you always, and I will see you in my next video. See you later, alligator. Bye.